specific terms, how did coaching change the leader you are, which to me is the person you are? And where did it take you?
Coaching I think, was a reset for me. I'm just a recent graduate, so I was not in the first cohort. But it was just at the right time, I think, in my life, or maybe timely in my journey. And what has that done for me? I think it's when I say a reset, it's about slowing down to just realize that you don't lead a business, you lead people. And what does that mean? Because, like I said, you have things that drive you. Your KPIs are mainly about where you get your business and the return to your shareholders, and that's something that many of the people in the corporate world would understand. But then realizing that it's really not your job at this point. Your job is to get the best out of everyone, and then at even an individual level, that within a team, because we're building teams, but within every team, there is an individual. And that individual needs the attention, right? Needs your attention, and we work differently, we deliver differently. Some of the issues that I had when I had discussing with my coach was, how do you have difficult conversations? These guys don't deliver. Like, what do I do? I need to fire these guys. And she helped me understand that you could actually frame it into questions and see where that leads you. So there was also a liberation. You're liberated by coaching, by knowing that your strength, your value as a leader is in the questioning. It's not in giving the solutions. It's so liberating. You're not supposed to be the person that gives the solutions. That is why you have the team. And
how will they know I'm important, Hope?
Sorry?
How will they know I'm important if I'm not the one giving solutions?
How do I remain important? I guess that's it. So the power. So your importance lies in really leading people to get those solutions. And it's very interesting because now, even the conversations I have today with my team, I say, like, I've run out of ideas. Whatever ideas I had, I've run out. But what do you think about that? And you find that even if you're not in a coaching environment permanently, it has made me push back more than I ever could. I always, had sleepless night thinking, we have this problem. What is the solution? Today now is, how do I get my teams to think about this problem differently and get different solutions? One of the other things that was very powerful for me through coaching was understanding that we all have greatness within us. Everyone has. And we are all work in progress. I think that really tells you also there is no bad, good team leader, team manager, team member. It's about figuring out what is their trigger. And that has been a very exciting journey for me the last 2 years in trying to meet everybody, even the ones you would call, are they having challenges, and figuring out what are those challenges and helping them to come out of that and fitting them in an area that they will perform better. That has been very powerful. And in my organization, we really have not had people have to leave because we try to change where people should fit better. The other thing that coaching brought to my fore was that, and what excited me, I remember saying that even in when we were finishing, that I didn't realize it was going to impact my personal life as well. Listening to my children. I mean, I know I learned a lot, but the listening and them telling me, Mom, you listen better, it was such a beautiful thing for me. And understanding that they are all different, they all have different aspirations, they all have their greatness, and they just need to be nurtured, and I need to just give a listening ear. And it gets back to, what is the deepest human need? It is being listened to, it is being heard. So coaching really brings that back, which should be very basic, that I crave hearing, I crave being heard. How do I give that back? And now when you're leading a team like that, it is phenomenal what the impact is. So getting people to find their own solutions also has freed me to do other things, to lead for impact that I was talking about, that I've gone beyond what the company needs to deliver in the strict sense of the business, to how do we use our position, our influence to change the insurance industry, to change financial inclusion. And the things that I'm spending my time in now, if I told you about that, it's really not the typical insurance reinsurance. We are doing covering pastoralists in the Horn of Africa, trying to cover them against climate risks. We are covering small-scale farmers across Africa. And I think this has come through because I allowed myself to let go of the day-to-day work that my team are more capable of doing than myself anyway, and trusting them and giving them a lending hand and an ear, and then doing the things that are also driving my passion, things that make me wake up every day. So I've really benefited from coaching on a professional and personal level. And yeah, it's something that and this is coaching through the training that I went through, and it's through the coaches that I have. So I think it's both, because there was a question around, do you have coaches? Yes, you do. It's very useful to do that. And you might need different ones at different times in your life. But yes, do reach out and get a coach.
Thank you so much, Hope. I've heard about the trust, and I can't help but think, so now there's more trust and you're going into new things, but the bottom line is still being met, if not exceeded, in terms of the returns.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, fabulous.
And actually, the realization also, Michael, that you might actually be in the way of progress. By trying to get in your way, take it through you, push your agenda, you actually are standing in the way of growth. So it's a very humbling and very liberating experience to go through.
That's an amazing statement. You might be standing in the way of the growth and the growth of the organization just because of the perspective on leadership that you have. Okay.